And we are on. What's up, you guys? What's up? What's up? Long time no see. For everybody who's coming in, just drop down in the comments. I missed y'all. Let's start off with saying I apologize. I missed last week's live. We were going to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville, but a storm came through and literally knocked all our service out, so I wasn't able to get on live and do that this week. I don't really know what's going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville. The episode came up but didn't at the same time, so I'm going to have to review that and then post it. And then I might be able to do a live review on it as well, but y'all just stay tuned. But nonetheless, you guys, we're going to go live, do a quick check-in, and also talk about some of the things that is, going down on the internet, on Beyonce's internet. A lot of things are going on, especially popping off of Miss Eboni K. Williams. Hey, how you doing? Hey, everybody that's coming in. Y'all make sure to drop down in the comments. We're going to talk about Eboni K. Williams and Iyanla. We're going to talk about the Met Gala. Miss Miami, Miss Carisha, her and Diddy showed up to the Met Gala. And then we got a couple of things like Diamond allegedly getting back with Scrappy from Love and Marriage. Love and Hip Hop, y'all. Diamond and Scrappy back together? Is this a TV ploy? I don't know what's going on. Diamond and Scrappy? I definitely would have never expected that to happen. I don't even know what's going on with Scrappy anyways. Are you even officially divorced from Bambi is the question. But yeah, you guys, everybody drop down in the comments if I missed anything that y'all want to talk about. Y'all just drop down and I will give a look into it. But let's go ahead and knock out a couple of these topics. Let's go ahead and knock out Miss Carisha with your man in Miami. So you guys, the Met Gala. First of all, let's go talk about some of the looks at the Met Gala. One of my favorites was Janelle Monáe's. I love Janelle Monáe's. Y'all know she typically shows up really well to the Met Gala. It's very creative. And this season definitely was for her, what was it? What was the theme? Karl Lagerfeld. So y'all know Karl Lagerfeld. He was the creative director for Chanel for one of the longest, or the fashion director for Chanel for the longest. He went from different designer house and just basically kind of took his stamp on everything. But the Met Gala was a dedication to him. And Janelle Monáe killed it. I don't know if y'all saw Anne Hathaway. First of all, Anne Hathaway is one of my favorite white actresses. She killed it in Devil Wears Prada. That if y'all never watched the Devil Wears Prada, y'all gotta watch that. That's literally one of my favorite movies. But Anne Hathaway killed it at the Met Gala. Tiana Taylor killed it at the Met Gala. Carisha's look, for her first Met Gala, she did. It could have been worse. We'll just put it that way. It could have been worse. Who else definitely showed up and showed out? Kendall Jenner, surprisingly, was a different look. I was into it because, it can go real left sometimes with the Met Gala. A lot of people this award season didn't really do too much. The Met Gala didn't really go out there. But Tiana Taylor, I ended up missing her because I was watching the Met Gala live, but I missed it. But I ended up seeing what her look was on the runway, on the red carpet, and it was amazing. I love Tiana's look. And then of course Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, they showed up towards the end. Rihanna, El Pregonante, and all with baby number 2. Y'all, we ain't getting no other album. Oh no, we're not getting another album. I'm just so hurt. We all deserved at least one more album for Rihanna, but let me tell y'all, that is coming no time soon. So we might as well just forget that idea. But Rihanna and A$AP Rocky, they pulled up to the Met Gala. Super cute. I loved her glasses. Overall, the look was dope. I was into it. But let's get to, the real show of it all. P. Diddy showing up with Carisha and being interviewed by Lala, and essentially she basically asked P. Diddy, do y'all go together real bad or not? And when I tell you, nigga was sweating, he was sweating like a hoe in church. That man, every time he gets asked this question, there's never an official answer. It's always, we cool. I love the girl. We friends. I support her. She supports me. And I honestly, we know what this is. This is a transactional agreement. I do think, though, however, along the lines of this transactional agreement, Carisha got lost in the sauce. She got sucked into it a little bit. And that's kind of what these men low-key want to happen. They love the idea of, oh, we're just going to be cool friends in a situationship. And then they love the idea of a woman, catching feelings. And now I got this woman who's, hot on me. and I basically get to, manipulate the feelings wherever I should feel. She's either gonna want to be with me real bad, like Carisha, like she said, go together real bad. And I basically get to decipher whether I give her a relationship or not, or it's, I have this woman attached to me along with this other, roster of women, because we all know when he was with Carisha, I don't want to say with Carisha, but when they were basically, out in the streets together, when he popped out with that baby, Carisha kind of went, Homer Simpson and backed her ass up into the bushes. That baby popping out on Instagram was a shock to us, and I really honestly feel like it was a shock to her. She would sit there and say, and she tried to tell everybody that she was she was okay, and her and P Diddy have a lot of communication, and they talk about everything. And y'all, I'm sorry, I just don't believe that. Does P Diddy look like the type of man to just tell everybody stuff, and especially about a baby? You think that he told Carisha about that? Like, y'all really believe that? Y'all drop it on the comments. Y'all believe P Diddy told Carisha about the baby that he had with a girl? Because y'all know when they did the interview on Revolt, they was talking about, he wanted a baby because he felt like he wanted to play dad again, because we all know his first other kids. Was he really there in the picture? No. But, they were just fantasizing about twin girls and all types of stuff. And Carisha, you talking about a baby with this man, and then it gets real, lull in between the middle. Then all of a sudden it's like ding dong baby, but it ain't yours. Shout out to Bernie Mac, recipes Bernie Mac, y'all. That's my favorite thing on Bernie Mac show. When he was talking about Vanessa getting pregnant, he was like, "Hey, she pregnant. I'm gonna drop that baby off the house. I'm my ding dong baby." So yeah, Carisha. Carisha knows what she's signing up for. Ultimately, she knows this is a transactional agreement. I just got to make sure I don't get my feelings involved, because the minute your feelings get involved, that's when men get to dangle the string, because they know that you'll do basically whatever to stay on the hook. Like, they know how to, unfortunately, say the sweet nothings, as my dad used to tell me all the time growing up. The sweet nothings. Don't fall for the sweet nothings. What do you guys feel like JT feel? Because y'all remember JT had to tell Carisha to put that goddamn sign down when he was accepting his award. I forgot what award show he was at, when she had the Go Poppy sign. Well, she was just so proud, just over there looking like a proud mama. And Carisha, JT was just in the back like, girl, like, she was pulling on her like, girl, you're doing too much. This is not in your pay grade. Like, this is not in your pay grade. This is not what you're supposed to be doing right now, Carisha. You might want to back up. Like, you starting to just step out of lines. But I want to get into, I think it was Sean. Let me see what because she's mentioned something about Carisha and P Diddy, and I basically low-key kind of agree with it. I hope I saved it. A lot of people actually agreed with it. Let's see, is it on the Shade Room? Let's see. It was Sean from Love and Hip Hop. Let me go to Neighborhood Talk. Let's see here. The Jasmine brand. Let's see. Did the Jasmine brand have it? No. Let's see. Did the Jasmine brand have it? Because she basically was like talking about, how we always are trying to put people in a box, and putting people in a box is like obsession that we have. Like, I guess as humans, obviously it's human nature to try and decipher where everybody fits, but we got to learn something. Not everybody's going to fit in this box that, this patriarchy has created. Not everybody's going to be, as they say, it all started with white, male, Christian, heterosexual. That is the box that is created for everybody to fit through. Not everybody's going to fit in that box, but also, and when it comes to relationship, it's like, you're going to be married, kids, heterosexual, like couple. That's not always going to be for everybody. For a woman, not all women are going to want to have kids. Not all women are going to want to, be in a monogamous relationship. Like, there's millions of people in the world, and y'all really feel like all of these millions of people are going to fit in this one box. Like, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And so to ask, or to try to always see if P. Diddy's going to claim this girl in public, it's not going to happen. I think, he does it for the entertainment factor, one, And two, I think a part of him slightly likes low-key embarrassing Carisha. Like, niggas love watching women like play themselves to boost their ego. And we saw Carisha do that magazine cover, which was super beautiful, real mod 60s look. She did the interview with the magazine, and she basically talked about how, she's putting time forth herself. Hey, what's up, you guys, for joining in? Drop down in the comments. We're talking about P. Diddy and Miami at the Met Gala, but nonetheless, in her magazine interview, she talked about being single and like putting all her energy towards herself and just kind of like not being, male focused right now. And then all of a sudden it's like a week or two later, she's popping up at the Met Gala with P. Diddy. And I feel like a part of him saw that interview and was kind of like, let me reel you back in. Like, haha, you got to be quicker than that. Like, gotcha. And I kind of feel like he wanted to just kind of show the public, oh yeah, she telling y'all she's single, but she gonna always be on my roster type shit. Like, I was really kind of feeling that way. Y'all drop down the comments for everybody who just came in. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all let me know, do y'all feel like Carisha made a bad move by going to the Met Gala, with P. Diddy? Y'all feel like that was a smart move for her or not? But overall, I don't know what we're going to expect in the future with them two. Y'all know she has the Revolt podcast with Carisha. And so it's just kind of like, is she going to continue doing that on Revolt? Is she going to continue, getting these perks from being with P. Diddy? She's the face of De Leon, I think now, or one of the faces of De Leon. I mean, I guess like if you gonna hold right, if you gonna hold these hold right, I don't want to say hold, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, if you gonna be out there, like, make sure you gonna get something in return. And if you gonna choose somebody, I guess P. Diddy's the right one, but you gonna have to keep your expectations in check. Like, that's just the truth. Like, your expectations with P. Diddy is to know that you're not going to be his main woman. It's like, I was talking to my sister yesterday. It was like, oh, these girls really think they go together with him. And it's like, they go together real bad. And it's like, no, like, y'all go with P. Diddy, but P. Diddy don't go with y'all. Like, P. Diddy has never gone with any of the women that he's been in a relationship with. So much as even with Kim Porter, rest in peace. Like, he always would be on stage talking about, oh, I miss Kim Porter. Oh, I miss her. She was always the one. All these Instagram posts every time her birthday comes up or, her anniversary comes up, it's all about, oh, she was this amazing woman, but you treated her like trash when she was here. Like, there's just this understanding when it comes to niggas like them that they don't go with nobody. They don't go with anybody. So if we don't go together, I'm gonna get something else out of it. And so she's got Revolt. She's got Carisha Please podcast. Like, I'm hoping, she's playing this right. I'm hoping she's contained her feelings and her emotions. Because if not, I mean, getting on that cycle of, y'all, P. Diddy, to me, I'm sorry, that nigga, he's on the verge of got narcissistic qualities. You can tell he's all about himself in a way that is just toxic to me. And they enjoy the ride of watching women like go outside of their boundaries and throw all their rules to the trash for them. And I don't think he likes seeing Carisha go on that magazine and basically talk about how she was good being single and, moving on and not really being focused on men right now. I feel like he saw that and was like, let me show you, and brought her on there. And then Lala asking about it. Of course, she's like, oh, we just out here tonight. We just having fun. And she's always following his lead. But you see, she ain't made that mistake of like popping up talking about we go together real bad anymore. Y'all notice that? Like, I see P. Diddy for who he is. He's a manipulator. He enjoys the conquest of it all. Young Miami and, JT and City Girls, they got, they were popular. They still got a lot of heat. Like, a lot of these men pick girls who are in the industry with a lot of clout behind their name because women in the industry right now is where it's at. Like, women are taking over the industry. So they find these new women, who are new to the circle, who just have a lot of clout behind their name, and they try to tag along. Like, and when they say these new niggas are sassy, like, they are sassy. They are sassy. They want to be chased. It's giving. That's what it's like. It's giving men. Like, it's just not it. I just do not understand. But y'all drop down in the comments. What do you guys feel about Carisha going to the Met Gala with Diddy? Do y'all guys feel like she played herself? You guys feel like, you know, this is a omen for what's to come in the future? You guys feel like Lala, you know, was out of line for maybe asking PD that question? Because, oh my God, when I tell you he was sweating. He's like, could somebody give me a napkin? He was like, well, it wasn't even like sweat, like dribble sweat. It was like full on water coming down his face. It was sad. And she just over there to the side, just smiling, like, how do I intervene this question, or how do I not make this as awkward as it looks? Because the only thing she could do is stand to the side and wait for him to answer. But she's never, everybody knows she's not going to get the answer she's always hoping for, which is for him to say, it might not be hoping for, but I feel like deep down, like she thought, because she was Carisha, you know, young Miami, that it was going to turn into something more, and they were going to be this power couple. And it's kind of like, no, bitch, no, bitch, like nobody's a power couple with P. Diddy. If Cassie in all of those years couldn't get anything out of him, Brother Love, Sean Combs, Puff, whoever he wants to be at the moment, if Cassie couldn't even get nothing out of him out of all those years, I'm sorry, but Miss Carisha, Miss Miami, no matter how wet you think your coochie is, your Boochie Cat, shout out to Rodney, no matter how wet you think your Boochie Cat is, it's not gonna make PDD claim you in public. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry. We just know the truth of what it is. I do hope you have good Revolt episodes though coming up in the future. They say she has 5 episodes coming up, because y'all noticed we ain't had no episodes of Carisha Please in a minute. What was the last episode of Carisha Please? Who did she interview? Was it Kevin Gates or something like that? And after that, it kind of went like radio silent. And I'm kind of feeling like that happened around the time that she basically was like, I'm good. Like I'm kind of gonna step away. And also hearing about the baby, I feel like that kind of made her back off. But you know, get your money by any means, boo boo. Like I said, if you're gonna be out here trying to get the money, you know, aim high. We're not gonna be out here home from pennies. Like that's the last thing we're gonna do. We're not gonna do that. You know, she got her, was it a Maybach or a Bentley or something like that in the beginning. But yeah, we'll see if it paid off. What y'all think, you guys? Do y'all think it's gonna pay off for Miss Young Miami to be with P. Diddy, you know, continue going forward to play this game with him, or do y'all feel like she gonna basically get effed over in the process? Because I feel like, I mean, they know this is it's not an equal transaction. You know, Diddy's always going to come out slightly a little bit more because one, Revolt is his station. But two, that's how men work. They're very selfish. They're always going to create a situation in which they are going to come out with a little more of a benefit in a situation than the woman. And the minute she does start benefiting a little bit better than her, oh my God, y'all see how y'all men do not like watching women like pass them or be better than them, or you know, outdo them. Like it's a bruise to their ego. It just does not work. But let me see. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic. Let's see. Who else are we talking about today? Hey, you guys, everybody coming in. Y'all just go ahead. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like button. You know, just let me know that you stopped by. Appreciate it for everybody. If there's anything y'all want to talk about, y'all just put it in the chat, okay? Y'all put it in the chat. Is there anything in particular y'all want to discuss while I look up this? I hope I saved it. Let's see. Did I save? Let's go to Hollywood Unlocked. Let's see. What was next on the docket for today? We are going to talk about Eboni K. Williams and Miss Iyanla, but I want to knock these out first because I definitely want to give time for everybody to come in so we can all discuss, you know, the hype of it all. Really quick, can we just talk about Marcus Houston? Because this nigga just popped up on my feed while I was looking. Why? Why is my question. Why is he playing on everybody's intelligence? There's one thing that really bothers me. Like, everybody has like their pet peeves. Like, everybody has like their thing that just irks them. And one of mine is playing on my intelligence. Like, it's one of those situations where it's like, you know that I know that you know that I know that I'm on to you, but you want to sit there and act like I'm not on to you. So I know that you know that I know that you know that I'm on to you. Like you're not gonna sit there and play like we both know that you're lying, and you're trying to convince me that you're not lying, but you can tell that I know that you're lying. But you're trying to tell me that I know that I know that you're not lying, but I know we both know that you are. Like, Marcus, what, you're 36 years old, you met the girl, you said you met the girl at 17. You didn't talk to her until she was 18, but yet she's popping up married at 19. And then she got a kid. Does she have a kid or 2 kids with Marcus Houston? Y'all let me know. Does she have 1 or 2 kids with Marcus right now? Because I feel like she has 2, if I'm not mistaken. But for him to come on and then talk about, oh, we met each other and it just clicked, and we're both believers of, Jehovah, and it's just spiritual, and it's just like, oh, this girl is just like me. How is a girl with no experience in life at all, fresh out of high school, has the same mindset of a man who's literally toured the world and since freaking 11, 12, 13 years old, been around the world, tours, women, like drinks, parties, all of that. Your 36-year-old ass is trying to tell us and convince us that you have the same mindset of an 18-year-old, that she has the same mindset as you. What does that say about you, though, is my question. You damn near 40, got the same mindset of an 18-year-old. That says more about you than it does her. Like, we always see these situations of, like, men looking at these girls. They be waiting for her to turn 18. They be lurking in the bushes. And the minute she turned 18, it's like, ooh, she legal now. Like, that's all their concern is she legal? Like, it's all like, as long as I know she 18 and she legal, they with it. And it's a problem because at the end of the day, like, when you're 18, you feel like you're grown. Like, I remember being 18 and feel like, oh, I'm an adult now. And, being, as they said, oh, you're mature for your age. And when I think back then, like, okay, I was 18, like, I do believe I was mature for my age, but it doesn't make you necessarily equipped to handle the mental manipulation or just the mental anguish that comes with being in a relationship of a man that's older. Because at the end of the day, when you're young, you're still of the mindset that, you serve and are supposed to submit to this male figure. And so you're not really of, yourself yet. You're not really of security with yourself yet. You're not really just like complete in who you think you are and who you want to be in the future. And that's one thing I'd be interested to ask her. Like, girl, what do you want to be? Who do you want to be? Do you want to go to college? Like, she told Marcus Houston that she wanted to go to college, would he support her? He had the nerve to sit there and talk about, oh, women with kids are a red flag. Nigga, you're a red flag. What are you talking about, women with kids? Nigga, you're a red flag. Do you not understand? You sit here talking about you knew this. Like, first of all, it's a lie that you talking about you saw this girl when she was 17. No, you knew this girl because she was in Chris Stokes' house and Chris Stokes was y'all's manager. It's been revealed that he's known about this girl and seen this girl, I think, down to when she was like 15 or something like that. So you can miss us with that. But in the process of just watching him trying to convince us about this relationship and then using, of course, the blanket of religion, oh my God, Jehovah, we both are believers, it's just, you niggas disgust me. You disgust me. You disgust me. You disgust me. I just don't know how they do it. Actually, I do know how they do it. It's all about the idea of just making sure they stay the leader of their house. But are you really truly a leader when the only thing you're doing is just suppressing the person that you're with? Like, if you can't allow the woman that you're in the house with to fully flourish and, expand and grow and educate herself and be her fullest form of herself, are you really that broad of a leader? Are you really that strong of a leader? Y'all would get with these women that y'all claim to be quote unquote masculine, and y'all do everything to break them, but yet you want the benefits of their masculinity. Y'all want her to go out there and work and help bring half the check, help pay half the rent, but you don't want to help with the kids. You don't want to help with the dishes. Right. Okay. I didn't sign up for this. I'm not Boo Boo the Fool. Miss me with that. Speaking of Carisha, she was on Jason Lee and she talked about how, I guess she said she bisexual. She wouldn't be in a relationship with women, but she would mess with Megan Thee Stallion for life. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion's kind of, I feel like, on all the, bi-curious women's, wish list. I mean, she's an attractive girl, man. She's natural. It's good to see a natural woman. I'm really waiting for Megan to come back and just she gonna drop on you hoes. I just know Megan. Megan's gonna come back with some fire music. I can feel it in my spirit. Okay, Cognac Queen. That's definitely one of my favorite songs. Cognac Queen. I'm in my yak. I wanna dance. Come get your man. Come get your man. Y'all, I freaking love Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, so moving on. Let's see if we can find hey, you guys, everybody that's coming in, drop down in the comments. Y'all know what to do. Like the video. Let me know that you came in. We're gonna talk about a couple of topics today. You guys, Halle Bailey actually looks really good at the Met Gala too. I'm over here scrolling on my phone because I was trying to look for what we was gonna talk about next. But Halle Bailey looks really good. I'm glad she didn't bring DDG ass because it's just like let Halle have her moment first. This is her first Met Gala, and just let her because it wouldn't have been about her had he came. But she looks really really good. Cardi B, she had like a pink floral situation, and it was cute. It definitely was not what I was expecting. Lil Nas X looked like a whole ass sparkle troll. Gabrielle and Dwayne definitely looked hella good. I loved Gabrielle's long red outfit. It was like super duper dope. But yeah, let me go ahead and go on to the next topic. I'm so mad I didn't save these so I wouldn't have to goddamn scroll. But y'all hold on just a second while I find this next thing we're gonna talk about. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, so it's not on Hollywood Unlocked. Hey, you guys, everybody coming in. Y'all drop down in the comments. Is there anything in particular y'all want me to discuss today while we on live? If I missed anything, and drop down in the chat. Let me know. Hold on, let me pull this chat up. Y'all know what to do. Just hit that like button. When y'all come in, I would appreciate it. Rihanna just looks so good at the Met Gala, and then here it is, Marcus Houston with his talking about daddy-daughter time. I cannot. Ugh, I'm just disgusted. Okay, so it's not on Hollywood Unlocked. So let me go ahead and go to the next page, and see if I missed anything. Let's see. Okay, so not on Hollywood Unlocked. Alrighty, let's go to the Shade Room. Let's see what's on the Shade Room. What we missed on the Shade Room. Let's see. Oh, okay. Something for Trey Songz. Oh, we ain't seen Trey Songz in a minute, have we? So y'all remember Trey Songz? He was accused of beating a woman at a bowling alley and like fighting a man or whatever. Allegedly punched her in the face repeatedly and dragged her by her hair. Oh Lord. Let's see. Let's read this story. What happened? Okay, it says Trey Songz turned himself into the authorities in New York City after he was accused of attacking a woman and a man at a bowling alley. Now it looks like he has some charges dropped in relation to the incident after taking a plea deal. Oh, of course, y'all know they love a good plea deal. So what is he asked to do? So it says Trey pled guilty to a single disorderly conduct violation in connection to the incident. And in return, prosecutors agreed to drop the original 10 charges against him. Those charges include assault, aggravated harassment, and as a part of the deal, Trey must complete 12 anger management classes by August, which he's reportedly started doing. He gonna get busted. He gonna find something else. Trey's gonna be busted in the news about something else again. I still don't think he's gotten over these, these charges. Y'all know what charges I'm talking about. I don't think he's necessarily fixed those charges. I think one he settled out of court, but there's another one that he's dealing with. And it's just like, Trey, whatever's been going on, whatever demons you fighting, you might need to figure them out. This is more than anger management at this point. Like, you need therapy. Like, a lot of you niggas need therapy, and y'all just are refusing to go. And that's why we're going to keep seeing y'all in, the headlines for, i.e., either beating up your girlfriend, getting on a girl at a party, touch him without consent. Y'all know what y'all like to do. When a girl say no, y'all really feel like that mean yes. Oh, she meant it. She said no, but I know what she really meant, huh? And it's like, y'all just don't be listening, huh? But yeah, y'all won't work through these issues that y'all got, and so y'all are kind of running amok in the palace. Y'all are causing, wreaking havoc in the community, mainly the Black community, and it needs to be fixed. Okay. So let's see. Oh, Trey Songz, I cannot. Let's see. Let's go ahead and move on down. Trey Songz, I tell you, Trey Songz. He need help. Let's see. Oh, here go another thing. This is quite funny, y'all. We ain't seen Cher in a minute on the headlines because y'all know they was worried about Cher. They said that Cher was lost in the sauce when it came to AE. Y'all know Amber Rose's ex. So Cher and AE were together for, I think it was like 6 months or so, 6 or 7 months if I'm not mistaken. But allegedly to the shade room, they didn't call it quits on their relationship. And let's see what it says. It says the two have been linked since November 2022 and made many public appearances. Cher and AE faced lots of criticism, and her family was worried about him getting to her funds. They said that she was out here basically partying, out there in the streets, living wild for a little bit, but now she done dropped them. I feel like Cher just needed a little moment to just blow off some steam. Every now and again, these older women's like, let me just have a little boy toy. Let me entertain myself a little bit. And I feel like that's what Cher was doing. Like, I'm glad she broke it off with him, knows. Like, she let him know, I gotta be quicker than that. Like, I'm older. I might, want a little playtime, but I ain't dumb by any means of the word. Cher is not dumb. And we was worried for a little bit, Cher. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of us was worried because we saw what AE did in the relationship with Amber Rose. But, she said it best on, I forgot what show that was. She said men are like desserts. Okay? Men are like dessert. You don't need them all the time. Okay? Let's see. The Shade Room. What else are we going to talk about on the Shade Room? I'm looking for the post with Diamond and Scrappy because y'all know they allegedly are back together. So let's not the Shade Room. Let's see what's on It's On Site. Let's see what's going on in It's On Site. Everybody that's coming in, hey, y'all make sure to like the video, drop in the comments. Is there anything y'all want me to talk about? Let's see if they have it on It's On Site. And then we'll end with Iyanla and Eboni K. Williams. Let's see. Quick question. Have y'all been watching Bad Boys? Y'all know with Razby, Corey, the boy Orlando Brown. It was Razby, Orlando Brown, and who else was it? That was supposed to make the trifecta of Bad Boys. It's been on Zeus. I haven't been able to necessarily tune in to Bad Boys. Y'all make sure to go check out either Jamie or Terrence and Scotty. I think they're reviewing it. So y'all, if y'all are watching it, y'all go to their channel. But I'm not really into it. I just be catching the clips. I do need Natalie to find a new lick. Like, girl, you are too old to be doing this. You are too old to be on Bad Boys, fighting with these dudes. Just, I feel bad for Natalie. Cause like she's still pulling like, oh, I'm still the head bitch in charge, Bad Girls Club, persona. And it's just like, you and Tommy are still doing this. Like, I get it, get your check, but it's just like, when's the elevation gonna come in? Because Natalie's definitely one of those girls that needs to get her head rocked. Tommy for sure is definitely one of the girls who needs to get her head rocked. It's just I just look at them a little just cross-eyed, honestly. I see Krishan here. She pregnant and she out here in the street. I feel bad for her because she talked about not necessarily wanting the baby, but still keeping it. Her and Blueface, honestly, were a very toxic couple. We know that they're very toxic and are in an unhealthy situation. But now that this baby's coming around, I know a lot of people want to hope and pray that this baby's gonna make it better for Krishan and it's gonna make her grow up and be mature. But the only way that happens is for her to acknowledge the situation that she's in and to elevate and choose to elevate. And it's not looking that she's necessarily being able to choose elevation for this baby because one, Blueface ain't letting it happen. And two, like she's got a lot of shit to work on, y'all. Can y'all like y'all know all the trauma and shit that Krishan has to work through. She's got a lot of stuff that she needs to work on so she don't carry it onto this baby that she's about to have, which is why we see the situation with Black China and her mama. You know, Black China and her mama, y'all saw that mess, was that last week before last? You know, Tokyo Tony's always talking trash about Angela. Talking about she's the demon. You know, I done everything for this child. You know, she was a hoe out here. You know, she was, you know, working for the Illuminati. And it's just like all of these things that Tokyo Tony was saying. First of all, that bitch crazy. Like Tokyo is crazy. I can only imagine what it was like living with her or being the daughter of Tokyo Tony. You know, she would talk about, oh, I gave her the best life. And it's like, you didn't even raise her. Like, we all know this girl was raised by her grandma and then moved to another woman's house. Like she said it on her show. She was like, I wasn't even raised by you. Like you dropped me off every time you could. And Tokyo Tony, like you're not being honest about how you chose men over your daughter. Like you're not being honest about that. A lot of women don't want to admit that they actually kind of choose men over their kids. The idea of being in a relationship with a man or just having a relationship in general causes them to like not even really acknowledge their kids and the raising that they have to do for them because they literally go, you know, they get blindsided by the relationship that they so desperately want. And I feel bad for kids who have to deal with that, and that's one of their traumas that they have to overcome. Because I couldn't imagine this feeling of like, oh my God, my mom is choosing yet again a man over me, and she gave birth to me, and all this nigga's gonna do is use her up and, you know, dump her and make her feel bad, and then she's gonna come back home, probably project all that shit on her as the kids, because, you know, unfortunately, like as parents, you know, the kids can become collateral damage to whatever unhealed stuff that you're not willing to fix or not really wanting to work on. You project that onto your children, and then now they become collateral damage, and it's like you might not intentionally do it, but your subconscious mind is where everybody lives. And if you're staying there in an unhealthy place, like that's going to be fed to your kids. And no matter how much parents want to sit there and feel like they're not, you know, projecting things onto their kids or they're hiding their emotions well from the kids, trust me, you're not. You, whatever emotions or feelings you think you're hiding from your children, you're not. It's coming out in one way or another. Your anger, your anxiety, your irritation, like whatever it may be, like your kids are feeling it one way or another. So it's like when we see situations like Tokyo Tony and, you know, Black China, or now Angela, you know, she go by Angela. I'm proud of her for making that, you know, evolution. You know, she took the fillers out. She working on getting the booty out. You know, she was really, she kind of pushed it with the, you know, the all hail of the king picture. But I mean, if she's, you know, trying to do better, like we can't knock her for that. Like at least she's trying to, you know, finally get through all that turmoil and shit that we saw her fighting with her mama about on the TV show. Because that's a lot. Like what she was dealing with Tokyo Tony, like, could y'all imagine? And then this woman sitting there crying, like, tell me what I did wrong. Tell me what I did to you. Let's just work this out. And then 2 days later, that ungrateful bitch, like, you know, it's just like, I feel like Tokyo, like, she might be mentally not capacitated. I feel like she definitely needs some medication. She definitely needs some Zoloft, Ativan, whatever the white people women drugs that be knocking them out and be calming them down. Was it Valium, Ambien, all of it? She need all of it, all of it, because Tokyo Tony is crazy, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on. Let's see. So we're on It's On Site. Let me see if I missed anything. Let's see. Alrighty. Okay. Don Lemon, y'all. So real quick, let's talk about Don Lemon. Y'all know Don Lemon. He was fired from CNN. Y'all, I watched that clip of him talking about you know, oh, a woman past her prime. I feel like CNN used that as a really good scapegoat because He literally said, those aren't my sentiments. That's what other people are saying. We know society says once a woman reaches 30, she is damn near dead. Like, y'all, she reached 30. Then let her hit 35. Oh my God, she shriveled up. Then she hit 40. You're no good. Once a woman hits 40, they literally view her as like gum on the bottom of society's shoe. It is literally sad. But he basically was just saying, like, oh, she was like past her prime. And so the woman was like, what you mean past her prime? He was like, that's not what I'm trying to, that's not what I think. But for CNN to use that, they've been trying to get them to get out of there for a minute. And he basically was like, yo, I basically got fired on my day off. Like, they didn't even warn me, like, didn't even tell me. I was coming in to talk to somebody. Next thing I know, they were like, can you come over here? I just want to let you know that we appreciate your hard work. We appreciate all the years that you gave us, but this will be the last time that you will be able to use your key card to get into this building. Y'all know how the corporations love to be real like nice, nasty. We just really appreciate your work, but this is going to be the last time you're going to be able to use your key card to this building. Yeah, a lot of these places, you will give years to them, and they don't give a damn. Like, to work 17 years, Don Lemon worked 17 years for CNN, y'all. 17. But I feel like Don Lemon, he's gonna bounce back from this. I bet they're gonna need him before he need them, because the way this social media works now, everybody can do a podcast. Everybody can do their own little news station. Like, really, truth be told, Don Lemon really could come out on top of this and probably get ads and stuff, more money by himself, because now he ain't got to worry about trying to get paid by CNN. Like, this could be a blessing in disguise. Like, it really could be. He basically was kind of saying the other day that he was going to overcome this, and him and his fiance were out walking their dogs. He's talking about he's going to overcome it and everything, and I feel like he will. I feel like Don Lemon really was obviously a good addition, to CNN. Obviously, not only did he check multiple boxes, not only was he black, but he was black and gay. So y'all know, when they can try to check multiple boxes in one person, they're gonna try to do it, okay? Because I don't want to have to pay 3 different people to try to meet the diversity quota. If I can meet all the diversity quotas in one person, bitch, I'm gonna do it. And that's what CNN tried to do with him, but he gone now. So who's gonna replace Don Lemon is the question. Who replaces Don Lemon? Y'all drop down in the comments. Who do y'all think y'all can see for Don Lemon is CNN, and now that he's gone? Let's see. I wanted to get into, see if I can find it. Scrappy and Diamonds from Love and Hip Hop. Y'all know Diamond from We TV, Growing Up Hip Hop. Her and Scrappy previously back in the day, I think were an item, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Was it on It's On Site? Maybe not. Let's see. Who else? Is it on the Shade Room? Maybe. Y'all hold up. Y'all give me a minute. I thought I saved this mess, and I'm so upset because I thought I saved it. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Shade Room and looking up, Erica Mena done popped up on my screen. Y'all, Erica Mena done wore Safari out. We saw Safari over there with Amara La Negra at Love and Hip Hop Miami. Oh my God. Oh my God. Trash. Amara, how you gonna sit there and do that mess? You literally are recovering from being with an Asian nigga who literally barely made his children's birth, but then now you gonna sit here and try to pump it up with Safari? Is this what we doing now, Amara? Is this who we became? I'm not too happy about that, Amara. I'm really not. Then the nigga done gave the twins Rolexes for their birthday. Excuse me, Safari. We all know that you owe Erica Mena a lot of ducats right now, okay? You still owe a lot of child support and medical care and all that type of stuff, children care, all that type of stuff. But yet you can pop out with 2 Rolexes on Love and Hip Hop. Like, what a slap in the face. Like, America, Erica Mena, you kind of low-key played yourself with this nigga because you knew all he is for show. But also, it's like, I just feel bad for her as a woman because, like, she had kids with this dude. No, she had 1 but 2 kids with this nigga. And it's like, she's not getting any support from him. And I can only imagine how that feels. I cannot find this post with Diamond and Scrappy, but I guess that's it. I guess we're just gonna have to move on to Eboni K. Williams and Iyanla, y'all. I cannot find that post right now, but let's go ahead and get into it. So Eboni K, you guys, y'all know she always finds herself somewhere in the news. She's gonna find herself somewhere in the news station, news cycle, usually about 2 to 3 times a year. Eboni K. Williams says something that, sets the internet ablaze. So if you've been under a rock, y'all know that Eboni K. Williams here recently did an interview with Iyanla Van Zandt, and basically was asking her about how do women go about searching for men or allowing themselves to find men to be in relationships with, especially those who are of a certain caliber, make a certain amount of money, all of those things, right? And so basically Ms. Van Zandt was like, well, would you date a bus driver? And she was like, well, does he own the bus? And she was like, I want to date the man who owns the bus driver. And a lot of people, of course, there was the half of the people that was like, oh my God, you're a gold digger. You want nothing but money. That's why you single right now. You always gonna be alone, no baby, struggle like with no man, just die alone, no baby, all that type of stuff. And then there's the other half of people who said, y'all heard what she said, right? She don't want to date a bus driver. She's entitled to not want to date a bus driver. Like she is, very much so. And then there's those people that's kind of like straddling the fence of, okay, it's a very peculiar situation to be in as a woman of a certain, we'll just say of a certain caliber, because when you do have a career, especially one like Eboni, she's a lawyer, so she makes good money. Not only is she a lawyer, but she's on TV. Like she makes, she makes the type of money that they don't expect women to make, point blank, period. She's financially stable, she's self-sufficient, all of those things that men feel like a woman's supposed to lean on them for, to be like, you gotta lean on me to be self-sufficient, right? But no, women now these days aren't depending on men to come and save them, because truth be told, y'all don't want to save women anyways. When y'all have the opportunity to save women, y'all don't do it. So, what are women supposed to do with that? What are women supposed to do with the fact that y'all say, oh, depend on me, but the minute they look to depend on you, y'all be ghosts, nowhere to be found. So what are women supposed to do with that? Okay, I learned my lesson. I'm gonna be self-sufficient. 1, 2, it also alleviates the worry that you niggas are going to be financially abusive to women, because there are a lot of women in situations where they want to get out but can't because they don't have the money to, they don't have the means to, and the men definitely ain't offering no ways of trying to give them an out. So when that happens, what do you expect women to do? Like there's an evolution of women saying like, I'm going to at least be somewhat stable. So should I need to be on my own? Should I need to, move on? I can. And also it's just like, that's just what a grown ass adult is. Like if I want to be out on my own, I'm gonna have a job, and I'm gonna have a job so I can pay for this rent, and I'm gonna pay this rent so I can have a roof over my head. I feel like this just ain't that how life works for everybody. But nonetheless, let me go ahead and see if I can play the clip actually of Eboni K. Williams and Miss Iyanla. Let's see. Let me turn it up. Let me know, guys, if you can hear this.
There's the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational.
Hold on, you guys. Let me go to the actual
standards and requisites. And I'm not talking. You said
here we
that
go.
You cannot teach a man or tell a man how to be a man. So I will not ask you to indict men in this question. But I do want you to speak, Iyanla, to how women need to position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our...
Oop, sorry, y'all.
When some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership. Would you date a bus driver? Would you date? If he owns the bus. If he owns it. If he owns the bus. See, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. Because that you've said that you cannot teach a man or tell him. Talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in this society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well. I would date a bus. Standards and requisites. And I'm not.
Now, let's kind of break this down a little bit. Like, let me know, drop in the comments. Did y'all hear? Were y'all able to hear that? The audio of what I just played? So, let's just start with the dating a bus driver comment. Would you date a bus driver? And if you ask most women, would you date a bus driver? Most would say no, because one, a bus driver, that salary ain't buying nothing these days. First of all, shit is expensive. Inflation is out the ass right now, okay? So a bus driver, let me just Google how much a bus driver makes. Just a regular, good old school bus driver salary. Let's see, bus driver salary. Let's see. Y'all, first of all, it says a bus driver salary is from $21,000 to $48,000 a year. The highest paid bus driver is in Massachusetts with a salary of $46,000. Okay? That ain't nothing these days. That really is nothing. That's not enough to support a family, which is why most households are a two-income household. So if I'm with a man who is a bus driver who makes this much, and it's the idea that he's supposed to be, financially stable and securing my family and all of these things, he's going to lead me to the promised land. A woman like Eboni K. Williams dating a bus driver, she's a lawyer, and on TV she's making well over six figures. The expectation that she's supposed to be able to date a bus driver who makes between $21,000 and $46,000 a year, that's not an equally yoked relationship. We're not being fair, and we talking about all the time. A huge part of relationships that could alleviate some of the stress is the fact that both of the partners are equally yoked. We're supposed to be in an equally yoked relationship. Like, I understand that much, because what happens is one person's going to always feel like that they're carrying more of the load, and they start to grow a resentment towards the other person. I done watched this show called Couples Therapy, and the therapist says all the time, the silent killer of relationships is resentment. It really is, because you start to, have a hate or disdain for your partner for something, and it's starting to bubbling under the surface. Now, a man who's a bus driver dating an Eboni K. Williams, 9 times out of 10, is he really securing himself to date Eboni K. Williams? Because that's where the real, question that lies. A lot of these men aren't secure enough to date a woman who of a higher, financial status or a higher, tax bracket. Like, they're just not. And a lot of men, their security in their manhood is based on how much they make. So, do you feel like a man who is making only $21,000 to $46,000 a year is going to be able to properly lead and properly, offer security and provision to Eboni K. Williams? Probably not. Like, truth be told, probably not. But I'm glad there's obviously this talk that a lot of people say, like, this question is always asked towards Black women. We never ask these questions to the white, to the Arabic, to the Hispanic, to the Asian, especially the Asians. Them Asians, that last name better mean something. Where they say, what's his family? What family do he come from? That's always the thing of what family do he come from? And it's all the cultures around the world. Typically, the family who comes with the highest dowry, the highest bid, is the one who gets the wife, is the one who gets the daughter. So then we get to the Black community and it's like, oh, she a gold digger. Oh, that's why she gonna always be alone. Oh, like it's just immediately the attacks that are here's what I put on one of my comments. I think I put it on here on the shade room. Let me see. Did I put it? Okay, here's a comment that I put down on the shade room. I said, overall in this conversation, when it comes to money and who makes it, can we stop acting like finances is it literally one of the top reasons couples get divorced? Men keep saying, as a woman, she's supposed to look for security. And the minute a woman does that, even within her tax bracket, she's a gold digger. Even the women of working class are starting to out-earn the men, especially in the Black community. So does that mean she's now supposed to get a man who can't keep up or provide a stable future? Y'all getting mad at women for expectations y'all created. I'm honestly starting to feel like the standard of what a man is that this patriarchy sold to women, a lot of men are struggling to upkeep. So instead of improving to reach the bar, y'all are low-key blackmailing women with this concept of potential. And should they not buy into it, there comes the threat of being single and alone forever. It's just women are damned if they do, damned if they don't. That's honestly how I feel. Like there is this standard of what a man is. Like patriarchy created this idea of what is a man, what he's supposed to do. Always y'all are throwing in his face. Oh, he's supposed to be security, protect and provide. Security, protect and provide. Okay, so we know in this, avenue of life, in this current state of life, that, finances is one of the main reasons couples are getting divorced. Y'all want Eboni K. Williams to now take on a man who only makes $21,000 a year and then ask him to provide a future. Like, we are hypergamous creatures and y'all are kind of punishing us for being hypergamous creatures. Y'all say it all the time. Y'all love in these little podcasts. Oh, women are hypergamous. Right. Equal or better. Because you know why? Because we're looking for the survival of our race. That's how it works. And it's survival of the fittest out here. And you niggas are not really wanting to compete for the fact for the woman who is essentially the prize, because she's the prize because she's the one who carries on your last name. She's the prize because she's the one who carries on your lineage, point blank, period. And y'all don't want to fight for that. And so now women are elevating themselves, becoming more emotionally intelligent, working on themselves, and y'all aren't. And instead of catching up, y'all are telling women, but wait, no, I got potential. But wait, no, I swear I got a plan for you. You just got to listen to it. That doesn't work for every woman. It really don't. And then when it doesn't work out, y'all literally look at the woman like, well, you should have known better. It's like y'all talk out of both sides of y'all's neck. Like there's really no winning for women. Like there's literally talking out of both sides of y'all's neck. It is, it's, don't be a gold digger. So then women start making their own money, right? Don't be a gold digger. We start making our own money. So we're not gold digger. There was this era, we're not being honest. There was an era of men that literally were on social media talking about, oh, how dare she ask for a bag and she can't even buy one herself. How is she asking for a bag that she can't even, put the same amount of money in, right? So then it's like, okay, if I can't buy it, I'm not going to ask you for it. So now I'm going to go make the money. So I'm not this gold digger. So now the minute I start making this money, now I'm too masculine. But wait a minute, if I need to be in my feminine and I need to sit back, and then ain't that a gold digger? The very exact thing that y'all are hating on women for? The women that y'all, once y'all make money and they come to y'all and are, giving y'all the ooh la la, they look good, all that type of stuff like that, they're with you because what? You have the money. And y'all know that. But y'all are okay with that because they look good and they look like the type of one y'all been wanting ever since y'all was jacking off in y'all's mom's basement playing 2K. Like that's really the truth. But Eboni in this situation, I'm glad was just like basically sticking up for herself. Y'all not gonna punk me into feeling like I gotta date a bus driver. You're not gonna make me do it. Not on duty. Not on duty. You're not gonna make me feel like I gotta date a bus driver. Eboni K. Williams, a woman of a certain caliber has to be the man, one who's secure enough to do it. And it's this idea, like, yes, I do think that there is a question of I get what Iyanla was trying to get at, where like the women's compasses and are kind of, I don't know, not off, but are what we view to be the standard of a man really should be based on what he brings to the table financially, but what he brings to the table as himself internally. Are you a man of character? Do you have high morality? Are you a man of integrity? Are you honest? Are you loyal? Are you, dedicated? Like these are all qualities that you would want, in a man, of a true leader, And if he has all of those qualities, like Iyanla said, I would date a bus driver had he had all of those qualities. And so I'm starting to realize, unfortunately, if you are a woman of a certain tax bracket, that in order to get the emotional stimulation that you're looking for, you're going to have to low key possibly accept a man that makes less than you. That might possibly be where we're going, unfortunately, because the men who do make the money to match where you are, their character usually is in the dumps. Their morality is usually in the pits of hell. And the way they treat women is as disposable because they can just run through them because I have the money to run through them. Once you get tired of me cheating on you and all this type of stuff like that and tired of all the gifts, once you get exhausted with that and you burn yourself out emotionally, because I'm sorry, a woman's not gonna be able to put up with that for a life. Like women will put up with it for years. I ain't saying that they don't, but at some point, like she's gonna check out, which is what happens with women. Like why women are, 80% of, leaders of divorce. Like at some point that internal cost outweighs the money, right? Because if my soul ain't settled at night, I can't do it, right? So I feel like there is a conversation understanding like what are the true characteristics of a man, and it's a man of integrity, it's a man of moral, a high moral, high character. He's honest, he's dedicated, he's kind, he's graceful, he is loving. These are the characters of a man that you want to be in a relationship with. It's not just about security, protect, provide, security, protect, provide. And that's really the only three things a lot of these men can really just throw up in the air of like what they offer. And it's like, y'all ain't even really good at that. The protecting part and the providing part, y'all want to protect only physically, but not mentally and emotionally. And that's really where women's main idea of protecting is. Providing financial provision. In the Black community, Black women are out earning men. So what are we supposed to do with that? Are we supposed to just sit there and wait for him to get his shit together and wait for him? Like we can't push a man to be something that he don't want to be. He can drag out time. He can go ahead and kick the can down the road all he want to. But a woman, unfortunately, don't have that same time to waste. I have a biological clock. I have kids that I have to prepare for and understand and hope, and that that I'm going to have a man who can financially provide for them. So I have to find a man who's going to build that for me and build that for us. But if you're not doing it now, why am I sitting there waiting, like expecting you to do in the future? Like you can't even show me nothing now, right? And it's just like I really do appreciate what's his name? Let me see, what's his name? That kind of defended Eboni K. Williams. What was his name? Mark Lamont Hill. So Mark Lamont Hill, he went on to basically drop his comments on Eboni K. Williams, and he basically said the same thing of like, we ain't asking white women this. We ain't asking white women to date a bus driver. It's always other races. They understand you're supposed to marry to improve. I'm supposed to marry to be better. That's literally how this works. I should not be getting with you and understanding after I get with you that my credit score dropped. Like my social equity should improve after I get with your ass. But if it's not, what the hell am I doing with you? That's why royals marry royals. That's why, certain people of a certain caliber continue to pick each other, because we understand at the end of the day, this shit is a business, okay? We sign papers together. If we gonna make money together, there's gonna be a percentage of it that gets split. Like, come on, my nigga. Like, we all know how this works. And so Ebony K. Williams is always gonna get the, oh, she just is classist, elitist. That's why she gonna be single along with cats. Like, y'all love throwing that in women's faces. But for women, I don't think y'all understand that there is no alternative to being in a good relationship. It's either be in a good relationship or no relationship at all for women. Like, truth be told, because what is the alternative? What is the alternative of not being in a healthy relationship? Now, niggas, on the other hand, they would understand that, oh, I'm in a bad relationship and stay in that bad relationship and just continue to play with women as long as they can. Like, there is no just staying single for a man. They will literally play with a girl for as long as she allows them to, until they really feel like, oh, I'm going to get in the relationship that I really want and be the man that I really want to be, for another woman. That's how they can do it. But women ain't going to do it that way. Like, that's just not how it works for us, because being in a relationship that's unhealthy for us, being in a relationship that I don't want to be in or that is bad for me, it does nothing for me, because I'm still now having to take care of another person that don't give a damn about me. I'm supposed to cook, clean, and care for the children of a person who don't give a damn about me. That's not how it works, because in most times men in the relationship are doing everything they can to put their thumb on a woman. And so I'm not going to have myself stay in a situation like that in which I cannot flourish. But men, because they have no real expectations from women, they can be in these relationships and not want to be in them, or be in these relationships that, are bad relationships and still stick through it, because at the end of the day, they want coochie that's readily available that they don't have to work for. That's honestly what it is. That really, truthfully, honestly, what it is. I may not like this woman. I may not want to be with this woman. And I know I need to be in a different relationship, and I know I need to be single, but I'm going to stay here because at least I got coochie readily available, and I still got a woman, even though we fighting, she's going to cook for me and she going to clean this household, because I certainly ain't cleaned up behind myself. That's how that shit work. But Ebony, on the other hand, I appreciate Ebony basically saying, y'all ain't gonna punk me into saying like I'm a date a bus driver. Do he own the bus is the question. Yes, we need men to have a plan. And instead of y'all raising y'all standards for yourselves, y'all are just constantly having women like lower the bar. And the bar is in hell for it. Like, when women say literally bare minimum is what you niggas is trying to give. Bare minimum. Half of y'all don't even be having a car. Y'all, I literally was on Instagram yesterday, and this girl told a story about how she was with this dude. She thought, oh my God, we've been together for these past couple of weeks. I've been meeting up with him at this place. Come to find out, the house that they were meeting at was an Airbnb that he was renting from the money that he was able to keep for himself, because he had a woman on the side who was paying for his rent and paying for his car. So that's how he had the money to be able to rent this Airbnb every time she came into town for them to stay at. And then she gets pregnant. The girl who finds out that he got a girlfriend, she gets pregnant, lets him know. He tries to run back to the girlfriend that literally is paying his rent and for his car. She kicked him out, and then he had the nerve to try and go back to this girl. Like, when I tell you, niggas have nothing but pure audacity, it's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, like, ooh, y'all draw in the comments. What do you guys feel about Ebony K. Williams in this situation with Iyanla Van Zant? I do miss Iyanla on TV. I ain't even gonna lie, but y'all, she popping up on the internet, so maybe she might, have a resurgence. Iyanla's one of those individuals where you just take the meat, spit out the bones on most of the cases. But she's very insightful, and she is gonna make you think. Like, I missed the old episodes of Iyanla True Tea. But I'm just tired of this expectation that Black women are supposed to limit themselves, because if you only make this much, I'm not supposed to stay in that range. I'm not supposed to stay there. That's enough. That's gonna work for me. I shouldn't have no expectation for you to create more. That's it. Because if I ask for you to create more or for you to do more, then all of a sudden I'm a gold digger and I'm materialistic and I want more out of life. and I want more than what this man. I need to be thankful for what this man can give me. That's what y'all are always throwing. Oh, you need to be thankful for what he can give you. The nigga ain't really giving me nothing. Like, he really, niggas out here really don't be giving nothing, girls, but stress heartache. Girls be over here shaking in the corner, scratching their edges, drinking and smoking to their life depend on it. And it's just, it's trash. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna try to go live again. It might get a little deeper into this Eboni K. Williams situation, but for those of you that tuned in, I appreciate it. I will be picking up the reviews for New Jersey Housewives because ain't shit on TV right now, and we need something to review. I'm gonna try to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville and give y'all the episode 4. And I think that's it, you guys. But yeah, if there's anything I missed, y'all let me know, in the comments, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Bye.